Hi Pisces, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This reading is for my twin flames today. We're going to see what's going on with your twin flame connection, what your person may be thinking or feeling, any guidance spirit has for you in these types of connections. So welcome everybody. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So grateful that you found us, me, and you're here. That's great. Let's see what Spirit has for you. This will be a channeled message. I am a psychic medium. I'm a professional intuitive life and love coach. I hope you enjoy your messages. Welcome back to all of my Pisces. I'm so grateful that you like and comment and show up all the time. I'm so grateful. If you ever have any questions about anything I've asked in the reading of Spirit, please comment below. I try to get back to the comments as best I can. But I do appreciate your remarks and your feedback. So let's see what Spirit has for us. Spirit, I'm here with my Pisces today. Can you please share with me any messages of guidance that you have for them? I am listening for you now. I have a divine connection. How beautiful. Look at this. Miracles and magic. What a great way to start your reading. Miracles and magic. Believing in the miracles, right? Good luck, good fortune, and blessings. I'll take that. Also, let's see what else they say. I have growth. I have a renewal. Okay. I'm breaking through a shell. I'm breaking through a guard. I'm growing. I'm learning. Let's see where we're headed. I have two cards that jumped out. I have look closely, careful, pay attention. And then I have a bonus card that kind of jumped out. I have a helping hand, favors, and support. Okay. So, divine connection, good luck, growth, helping hand. I don't know, maybe somebody in your energy that's put in your life to help you, not take care of you, like, because you can't take care of yourself. But sometimes that helping support, that loving energy is beautiful, right? It's like, I want to share my life with somebody who I can help them. They can help me. I feel lucky that I found you. I love all of that so far. Let's see what the cards are. I have a 5 of Pentacles. I have a Magician. I have a King of Wands. I have a Hierophant. Okay, so, it's interesting because I think this person was put in your life during a difficult time in your life, or will be put in your life coming out of a difficult time or a challenging time. It's almost as if you say, I just want a break. I want my life to get better. I want things to be easier. And then lo and behold, your twin flame arrives, almost like a little bit of a hero feeling. Like, look at me. I've got the answers. Like, look at me. I'm a king and I am the one, So there's a part of me that feels like, I don't want to say bailing you out, but being there for you. Maybe I could say it that way, like being there for you in a very difficult time or period in your life, being there for you to support you emotionally, to listen, to give you guidance, whatever the guidance is. But a part of me feels like they arrived in your life, of course, divinely, but they arrived in your life when you really needed them, or you really needed someone in your life. And that is just divine, timing at its best, because no sooner do you think, I can't imagine my life with, the way it is any longer. And then this beautiful person comes into your life. Your life is filled with all this love. Your life is filled with this, this soulmate partnership. And it is divine when it happens. Look at the sun. Look at the sun coming into you. It's an awakening. It is. It's like, I feel like I have literally changed my whole life with this this new connection, this connection that came into my life. A Three of Pentacles, working hard. All right. So one of the things that you do admire about your twin flames is usually you see their best qualities. Okay, they're the mirror image of you. So you do have a tendency to see the best in them. You see the worst in them and you see the best in them, but hopefully you see more of the best in them. And you have this tendency to see how talented they are or how successful they are, or you encourage them, because those are all things that you want for yourself. So you do have a tendency to see the best qualities in your twin flame. And I like how that Three of Pentacles is coming into me today. That is gorgeous. This is a Chariot. I have a crab. It could be a Cancer. And I had the lion jumping out as a Leo. It could be a Cancer, Leo. But this new beginning or this twin flame connection is moving forward. Okay. I do feel like we're putting a lot of time and effort into this connection. I do feel like we're getting to know each other. We're understanding each other. Spirit just said, we're learning about each other's mistakes. Spirit just said, I don't know what the mistakes are yet. Maybe misgivings or flaws would be a nicer way to say it. And maybe we're learning to accept those. I wish I could say what I really feel. Someday I will, but right now I'm afraid to be myself. Okay. So we're learning each other's flaws. One has a mask on and one doesn't. So one may be holding back. One of you may be holding back your feelings a little bit more than the other. So we're trying to get this person to be safe and comfortable so that they're open. I wish you could see that we are mirroring each other right now. The number 4 could be April's important to you guys. You know, twin flames have such a special connection. When our conversations are lighthearted and playful, it eases the tension that is sometimes there when we talk. Twin flames have a tendency to, I guess, get each other riled up, poke fun at each other. They could say one thing and it sets you off like no one else would ever have done, because they know you so well. They understand, you know, what makes you tick. They understand what your triggers are. They will understand how you're going to react in a certain situation. So some of you guys may be going through some of that with your partner right now. You may be saying, you know, I love them to death. They're exciting. They're fabulous, but they also are the one that can upset me the most. And it's like a little bit of a love-hate connection sometimes because they could hurt you the most. I'm assessing past life wisdom. It's helping me understand things with a new perspective. The number 11, they've learned from past experiences, right? They're wondering, like, what am I bringing into this connection? What were the lessons I learned before I reconnected to my twin? All of those things are coming to the surface. So I feel like we're just getting to know each other, you know, and the stage, not so much of that new kind of wild, crazy newness, but the stage of accepting each other and understanding each other. We project our patterns onto each other, and this makes it difficult to see what is real and what is fear-based thinking. So we aren't completely honest sometimes with our twin because we know that they are going to give it back to us exactly how they see it. They're not going to sugarcoat it. The twin isn't going to gloss over anything. They're going to be very brutally honest with us. So sometimes we hold back because we're almost afraid to hear what the other person's thinking or feeling, or we're afraid of what's going to be said. I'm afraid this relationship is too good to be true, and I pull away in fear. That is a very real thing that happens with twin flames. I'm so close to you, I'm so in tune to you that it does scare me. And I pull away from you because I literally get afraid. I get afraid of being so open and so honest and so raw. And sometimes I get overwhelmed by all of those feelings. And, and I have a tendency to pull away because it's not what I'm used to. My heart is opening to love and guiding me back to you. So whether it's twin flame in separation, if you guys were separated in past lives, or even if you were in recent separation, here, like a miscommunication, or we haven't been as connected, they're trying to be guided back to you. Right now, this connection is really working on understanding each other. They're trying to not, and they have the ability to almost read each other's minds as a twin. You're so in tune with your twin flame that you're trying not to. You're trying to let them speak for themselves. You're trying to not put words in their mouth. You're trying to not interrupt them when they're speaking, like let them talk and really listen. And it's hard for twins because you can finish each other's sentences. You know what they're going to say before they say it. So it's really hard to let this person completely communicate their thoughts and not jump right in. So maybe Spirit's is asking you to really work on listening and communicating and trusting. There's something going on with that too. Three of Pentacles again. I look up to you. There is a sense of I look up to you. I'm proud of you. An Eight of Cups. Okay. Two of Swords and a King of Cups. I do feel like they've made a decision. They're making a decision to move towards you. Okay. Maybe they're leaving some old baggage behind. Maybe they have been processing some old wounds, some hidden fears. The word they just gave me was a little bit of a neglect feeling, like they in the past have felt neglected by other relationships. They didn't get out of those relationships what they put in. So they have this hesitancy to, I'm not sure if I want to give my all, because am I going to get out of it what I put into it? So there's a little bit of a neglect feeling. They don't want to be neglected. They want to come first, Spirit just said. So they are moving in the direction of, I know I have to put in the time and energy into this connection in order to get out of it what I want. So I guess that's good news. And they are realizing the feelings that they truly have for you with this king. I mean, they are truly falling in love, like maybe that's, I don't think it's surprising them, because I think that they felt it right from the beginning, but it's a deeper love now. It's becoming more of a committed love. And even when it's hard and even when it's got challenges, I guess they're pushing through. I guess they're trying to push through because you are so very special. The number 21 might be important to some of you. You are special. Maybe they're realizing how special you are. You can't compare a twin connection to anything else. Once you have found a twin connection, it's so intense and so powerful that you can't wrap your head around it sometimes. And it's hard to compare it to past relationships. I feel lucky that I found you. There's a sense of gratitude with that Ace of Pentacles right now for me. There's a sense of I'm appreciating you. Oh, I love that. Maybe they feel like they haven't been appreciating you, or they're sorry that they've made you feel that they haven't appreciated you. They didn't ever want to take you for granted, something like that. So I do feel a sense of gratitude. I still don't have all the answers. Yeah, they're really processing. You guys are going to a deeper level commitment. You know, I'm going to say the fun and games in the beginning, you guys have already gone through. So this is probably somebody you've been in a relationship with for a while. We have some flaws in the relationship. Nobody is perfect. We're trying to figure each other out. We try to not hurt each other, because this is the one person who could say that one line zinger and it could really hurt because they know what would hurt. And they're trying to figure things out. They don't have all the answers, but they want to work on it. And I don't want to ever lose you. So they're coming to the realization that I don't want to ever lose you. I love that. You know, there's more here at stake. There's more here at stake that I want to, I want to continue to fight for you. I want to continue to show you a lot. There's a lot going on with this sense of, I'm sorry I ever made you feel like you didn't come first. I feel like they're stepping to the plate and trying to show you now that you will come first, that you are coming first. I feel like there's something going on with that. I have a whiskey and decompress, but it's coming into me more like, can we go get a drink? Can we talk? Let's talk. Maybe we have a deep conversation coming. Maybe we have a, we need to talk about something. I have some news. I feel positive though with this ringing the bell. I feel like it's good news. I feel like I want to sit down and talk to you. Maybe I want to share my feelings with you. Maybe I want to give you some answers, Spirit just said, for those of you that have been waiting for answers from your person, like where do we stand? What's happening next? Something like that. Yeah. A buck, my masculine energy, twin flames have both a masculine and a feminine energy. We all do as individuals, but specifically for masculine, for twin flames, they're one soul that was separated. So one soul may take on more feminine qualities and the other soul may take on more masculine qualities. So the sense of like the buck, the masculine, it's almost like I'm trying to buck the system, like I'm trying to not go with the flow, or I've been fighting it. Why am I fighting something that's so good? Why am I fighting something that's right in front of me? Why am I making it so hard when it doesn't have to be? So I feel like your person is becoming in tune to that this is a great connection, and that they really, if they put the time and energy into it, that it can just keep going. Now, this is saying slow moving in this big sea turtle. But the one thing about sea turtles is they live like hundreds of years, right? So it's almost like a test of time feeling to me. Like we could go a long time. We could go, an infinite amount of time together in this lifetime together. So I feel like your person is ready to step forward and share with you how they're really feeling. There's something going on. I have this fairy tale carriage, like maybe there's a part of them that I don't know, just didn't believe that this was all true, or didn't believe this was all real. And I guess they have been trying to prove it to themselves, or they've been kind of going through all these self evaluations of, is this real? It is real, but because it's such an intense connection, sometimes we have such a hard time. We have such a hard time with believing it's real. We do, as far as a twin flame goes. This is an incredible journey that you're on, a voyage. Get ready to set sail. I think your person's ready to, I guess, spill their feelings, express their feelings, accept that you guys are meant to be. I guess stop fighting it, accept it for that it's a great connection, and that there isn't anything like this connection out there. And I think your person is finally getting to the point where they don't want you to ever feel like you aren't the only, you're the only one. Like maybe they did take you for granted. Maybe that was on the table. Maybe you said, hey, I need to come first. And maybe they're like, you're right. You do need to come first. There's a lot going on with me right now with that. They do see a future with you, whether they're saying it or not. Maybe that's what we need to hear. I need to see a future with you. Are we headed in that direction? I need to know that you're being completely honest with me and I am the only one that you think about, or that I'm the only one that you want to be with, So I need to know that you're telling me the truth all the time. The three of Pentacles has been really prevalent here in this reading. So I don't know. I mean, it's coming into me in a very positive light. Like, I admire this person. I enjoy being with this person. I'm proud of this person. I could be proud of their success. They could be very proud of you. We make a good team is the Three of Pentacles. So they're realizing a lot of those things as well. And a star, how gorgeous. Yeah, like you're everything I've ever hoped for. You're everything I ever dreamed of, but it's almost as if I want to say, I'm sorry that I have been pushing you away, or I'm sorry that I have been mistrusting this connection somehow, mistrusting you. All right. So if there's any of that going on in any of your relationships, I think your person is working on trusting more and trying to think of it long term and trying to be more committed to this connection. Let's see what their feelings are. Let's see. I love that star. I love you with all my heart. So I do feel like they're ready to share that they know this is good. They know this is different. They may be just trying to wrap their head around why. They might not understand why. Sometimes we can't question why it's good. Sometimes we just have to accept that it's good and say, thank you, God, right? Like, thank you for this beautiful, loving connection. I love this. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. And I think that I hate to say that they're just now realizing it, but maybe something has happened in your relationship for them to realize it. Okay. Whether you had to say something or there has been some miscommunication or pulling away, pushing away on either part, for somebody to turn around and say, you know what am I doing? They're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Like, why am I fighting this? There's an incredible sense of like, why am I fighting this? Why am I fighting somebody who loves me this much? Why am I holding back out of fear, out of losing control over my feelings? I'm sorry I made you feel jealous and I want you to trust me. There could be that Three of Pentacles could have been maybe nothing going on. It could have been a third party that interfered in this connection for some of you. Maybe there was some jealousy and we're having some hard times getting over that. And then somebody finally wakes up. It's like a wake up call. That's exactly what's happening in this connection. I'm going to say that it's a wake up call, that you know what, you really are the one, you really are the one. And that you're the best thing that ever happened to them. So, sometimes something has to happen. I hate to say like that they fear that they're going to lose you or they risk losing you, for them to truly have that wake up call and say, I better step to the plate. I have a Two of Pentacles. So maybe there was a choice on the table. Maybe somebody said, you know what, I'm not interested in going back and forth with you. I'm not interested in playing games. I'm not interested in, being second. You know, it's like pick, you make your choice. So there could be, you know, but the bottom line is this person has had a wake up call. I'm definitely, yeah, they're worried to lose you. They're worried to lose you. Whatever's happened in this connection, they're scared to death to lose you. They're an emperor. They want to have that control over the situation. They don't want anybody else to make these kind of choices for them, you know, so maybe they have been, their ego has gotten into, you know, has stepped in, and they have been, you know, driven by their ego and not by their soul. But I think they're waking up to the realization that you really truly are the best thing that has ever happened to them. I'm going to go with that. I'm ready to start this journey. We had said that we had this, feeling of, I don't know, that slow moving turtle, right? That I'm in it for the long run would be another way for me to say it. I'm in it for the long run. I know that this is going to be a long journey. I know it's going to be hard. I know it's ups and downs. I know I have flaws. I know I'm not perfect. I think your person knows they're not perfect, and none of us are, okay? But I feel like they're finally willing to accept and acknowledge some of those things. And the bottom line is they don't want to lose you. That part I love. I want to feel your soft lips on mine. Okay. What we have really scares me. Okay. So they're scared. So here they are. Actually, my Nine of Swords, right? Nine of Swords is I have, you know, sleepless nights over the thought of losing you, or what if you don't think of me the same way, or what if we lose what we have? Nothing to be afraid of as long as we're both in it, as long as we're both want the same thing, as long as we're both committed to this long journey that we're going to be on. Nothing to be afraid of, you know, just enjoy it. And it's all part of your story. I love everything about you inside and out. I think that we've gone through something for them to realize this, though. I think that it's taken some shaking up for them to realize that they can't take you for granted. They can't, that you have to come first, that you have to be the only one, of course. And then, yeah, they can say, I love everything about you inside and out, but their actions have to match that also. Like, show me, right? Show me that that's how you really feel about me then, you know? So I feel like they're ready to step to the plate, whatever that means for you. If they don't step to the plate, they are going to lose you. And the last thing you want to lose is your twin, because your twin is such an awesome connection. So your person is ready to step to the plate, is how it's coming into me today, my Pisces. So I think it's only going to get better from here. I really do. Let's thank Spirit together. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.